In taking on this question of the quality of life, this is yet another example of where be and do make a huge difference in the analysis. So I'm going to talk. First of all, I don't really ask if life is good. I'm not is it good, and then I would live it. Okay, it is because it's not a thing. It's a phenomenon, not a thing. If it is a thing, it's a phenomenon. And these are kinds of changing dynamic things, right? So it's not is it good and then it's bad and then it's good and then it's bad. You know, it's going to be its qualities will be changing because it's a phenomenon. Life, for example. Plus, I'm a relativist, so each individual has to decide, and some lives may be decided bad by the person that had them, and some might be good. Other people might even have a different opinion about the very same life. But let's just say we can normalize on letting a person judge their own life and if it was worth it. Okay, so, but I don't see life or the world as a thing that is, it's a thing that happens. So it's not a question of is it good? You know, it's do good things happen? You know, and if you say, well, it is good, you're really just making you're just talking about some statistics that you've done. Like you've added up all the good things and you divided by the bad things, and if this ratio is more than one, then it's good. It's just a characterization. In the fundamental first questions, you're asking, do good things happen? Yes, some good things happen. And do bad things happen? Yes. So we just need more of the good things, less of the bad things. And how they add up is irrelevant compared to if the idea is to have things be better. And if you ever hit a wall and things can't get better, okay, then you have an issue. But no, nobody's proved there is a wall. The wall we hit sounds great to me. You know, a free society with the laws of physics where you might get sick, you might fall off a cliff, you know, that's fine. I think that's good. I don't mind that we would suffer that kind of misery. I really will worry about, maybe I'll mind that if we ever get rid of the misery that man causes just arbitrarily to mankind. I don't know if my life is going to be good yet. Okay, has it been good so far? Yeah, I've managed to enjoy it. There's good and bad things. Of course, I've had to do a lot of thinking about the bad things in order to restructure them and learn from them so I can turn them into something that I think of as good. And in the end, maybe I'll say, oh, I was fooling myself about some or all of them. So to me, the question though is just should I commit suicide? That's the question, not is life good. And I think, you know, I found a reason, a singular reason. Why no? I never really think I need to do that. If this reason fails, I might have to see if there's another one. But this reason I don't think will ever fail me. Okay. And it's not living for life to be good and to base it on judgments, which not only uh, do they come and go, but these judgments can change. You can have a bad experience, as I said, and turn it into something you see as positive. So I'm not going to be whipped around on something like that that's so virtual and flighty and based on like whether I've had a drink or, you know, it's just based on too many variables that shouldn't impact whether or not life is worth living. So to me, what I've noticed is not only can I not have 100% happiness. I can always maximize, I guess, but I wouldn't want that. I think people that go around like that, have always turned me off. So that can't, even though I want to be happy, maximizing happiness or trying to achieve full 100% happiness or something like this is not really a credible goal from the way I look at things. What I find, though, what makes life worth living for me, and yes, it's just my particular brain type, other people will have to find something else. And if they can't, maybe they should consider, you know, not living, I guess. But is that life is interesting. The negative times are interesting, the positive times are interesting. Looking at what people talk about, evidently the negative times are even more interesting in general because people much prefer to talk about the negative things. Of course, they prefer them to be negative things other people went through, but still, they find them very interesting. So I find life interesting, you know, and waiting to see how it's going to turn out over the next year is interesting. It's consistently interesting. It might be scary and painful and a lot of other things like that, but it's interesting. And the benefit, the fringe benefit of this is another good thing, which is that I've found by having this attitude, I come to understand the painful things I go through. And that helps me avoid them in the future. I'm certain of that. because the time periods before I figure them out, I keep enduring and hoping to create or allow these kinds of things. And then when I figure them out, I stop that. So I don't even have to have that, carrot in order to be interested. I'm interested moment by moment. But the fact that there is this benefit sometimes out there when you follow up on things, um, does tend to make me feel all the more justified in it. Now, I think that a lot of people I notice don't really follow things. It's amazing when there's drama or something with me in real life, and involving people. Um, just some dramatic situation. I don't mean drama like drama between people. Maybe it's, the house burns up or something. But, well, no, also, especially when people have interactions, unpleasant interactions with other people, how little they really remember about what was going on. I could tell that, I like to talk things out, and I many times have been able to tell later when I finally did get over something with someone, they pretty much only thought about it when I was talking to them. Other than that, they just didn't want to think about it. And I know some people think about it, but they don't get that far. They don't solve it. They don't feel like they understand the situation, so they can't do that part I was talking about where you prevent the situation in the future. And I think if you try to understand something and just fail and fail and fail, this is unmotivating for people, and it makes things uninteresting. So yeah, you have to find something else to live for, I guess. But it works for me. I can think things through, and when I can't, this state of sort of a confused feeling is in itself not such a bad thing. So, um, I believe that everybody can find something to live for that sustains them. I think it's not a good idea for that thing to be happiness or, you know, anything that's like that is subject to these momentary things. This make you a mood swing kind of bipolar kind of person. I think a lot of people take that approach, and it aggravates or maybe even produces a certain amount of bipolar psychology. Anyway, cheers.